The Italian Workmen's Club of Madison brought a taste of Italian culture to Fitchburg for the Festa Italia, a festival honoring and celebrating Italian heritage. Hundreds gathered for the annual event in McKee Park in Fitchburg. Event-goers were treated to a wide selection of pasta, desserts, drinks, and other fun activities such as live music and dance. Other opportunities at the festival included bocce ball, cooking demonstrations, and even a pasta eating competition that Kevin judged yesterday.
It's just a tradition for people to come out, families to come out, friends to meet here, have some great Italian food, all different kinds of food that they have here, enjoy the music that we have.
Proceeds from the event support local students, including UW-Madison students who plan on studying abroad in Italy.